Mm-hmm.
Okay, so because we're in the time we're in with like social media and everything is, you know, it's there as a tool, it's, you know, it's all sorts of things, there's bad parts about it, but how do you see your role in using social media, and like how do you want to use it, how do you think it should be used by members of Congress, what do you see there?
Yes. Fabulous question. I mean, I think for me, my vision for social media is that it should be additive. It shouldn't always be about me as a member of Congress or as a candidate or as a state senator. It's giving people information about the work you're doing that allows them to participate.
Yeah.
And so I think for me, if I were in Congress, I would be, you know, AOC is really good at this, like actually just going on and giving people an opportunity to ask questions and giving them real answers, like not Democratic boilerplate, but like actually things that they say, oh, that makes sense, or that, I feel like I was in that committee room with him and actually understand the dynamic. You know, when I talk about helping to get gender-affirming care passed in Illinois, I always talk to people about what happened in the Democratic caucus that day, which was a closed-door meeting, where all my colleagues who take pictures with me at pride parades as the first openly gay member of the state Senate, all of a sudden didn't want to speak up on transgender-affirming care. And I told them, I said, I won't take another photo with you at pride parade if you can't speak up right now on this issue. When trans youth are being hunted in surrounding states and now are being hunted by the Trump administration. And just giving people that over social media. I did a video about a week ago on my Instagram handle at Senator Mike Simmons where I talked about that for like 2 minutes. And people, it touched a nerve because it struck people as like, I could see that. That makes sense, and that's not what we normally hear from politicians. And that's where I want to take the Congress, because I think we have to start involving more of the American people on what actually happens in terms of the influence of big money and corporate donors and how it influences what bills get brought up for a vote and which ones don't. It affects who gets on what committees. You have to raise money to get on certain committees, and I think that's disgusting. And I think we need a new generation of members of Congress who will fight the good fight and go to social media to communicate to people what is actually happening and give them an opportunity to take ownership and be co-pilots in this work. One person doesn't have to do all this, right? Let's involve the whole district.
I mean, I love that because also it reveals something about the inner workings of politics that people just aren't privy to. Like in general, like people don't know. We don't have good civics really in our country, like in terms of people just even understanding the basics.
We really don't. I know. I'm laughing because it's true.
ETHS is a very good school. I went but I feel like I really didn't understand it until I got into college and was in a poli-sci class. All of these things, I'm like, it shouldn't be that. And even then, it was still like very limited.
Right.
And it was really just because I was curious and wanted to know more than I know any of the things that I know. But like, you know, if you don't have like the time. So I feel like social media could be good, like a really good use of that is opening that up so people better understand, especially the workings of like money in decision making is so clearly a huge part of what's happening behind the door.
Absolutely, so important. And I think it's we have members of Congress that aren't even on social media. What's up with that?
I don't know.
Exactly. They should be.
It's crazy. It should almost be a requirement. Let's make this a constitutional amendment.
I think it's like what you were saying, because some people are so old. Like they're like, I hate to be ageist, but like some of them are too old. You know what I mean? Like pushing.
Yes. And some people are starting to do a good job with it. But I get the like. I don't love social media, but it is needed.
It's important.
Like it's important. It's how we get information out. It's how so many people consume their news these days.
Right.
You know.
Think about the ICE raids. Like, what would the rapid response look like if we didn't have social media? That's part of how our universally recognized orange whistles have helped us to create a whole movement of new organizers now.
You're so right.
And that is a beautiful thing, and that social media sort of facilitates that. There are a lot of dark parts of social media.
Of course.
And this is one of the things I want to work on in Congress is like, let's have a real debate in this country about what mental health is doing to our young teenagers. And Generation Z and Alpha, like we must reckon on this. But we don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Like this is also opening up the process for millions of people. So let's have it be a force for good.
No, I agree. I mean, there's truly really amazing benefits of it, and I think the rapid response one is like a key one. And the news is not covering those like interactions that people are experiencing with ICE, the brutality. Those are documented just by real people doing that. Like, and most of that would be unrecognized. We would not see the brutality if people were not taking those videos and putting it on social media. So there is like a true importance for sure.
Right on. Yeah.